Hey, 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 hey,
Wagwan, my
hey,
dude.
hey.
Wabu.
There we go.
Happy
It's
Friday.
Friday.
Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up.
There we go. Oh, and
Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. We made it. Happy Juneteenth. It's
Juneteenth.
Friday. Woo, woo.
Yes.
Welcome, everybody. This has been, I don't know, it seemed like this week drug by. Did this week seem like it went so young?
I felt like it went by very quickly.
You did.
June went by very quick. June is going by very quickly.
Yes, it is. Say. Well, welcome to another edition of Freaky Friday. I am your host, Rachel Hunter, with RDH Counseling and Consulting, where we provide your therapeutic intervention and support. We provide services for really, G-Force, we provide services for both teens and for adults and couples, helping you become your healthiest self. So welcome again to Freaky Friday. Hey, y'all. When y'all come in, I want you, hey, Abigail, I want you to let us know where you are watching. Go ahead and put your comments in the post. Make sure you like and share the page. I'm trying to get to 10,000 likes by, what is this, June, about to be July. So let's say by October, November. Let's push for that. So for the next couple of months, you're going to really see me pushing and asking you guys to like and share the page. All right. Yes. So last Friday, let me back
so
up.
Much fun.
We had a lot of fun. I had these wonderful people with me. I was trying to be serious, and that didn't happen. So
yeah, we're not gonna not on Friday. Not on Friday.
Not on Friday.
Serious Monday to Thursday, but Friday, we gotta change it up a little bit.
That's right.
There we go.
So you are in for a treat tonight. This is the time to let your hair down and just relax. Just have a good time. Last week, we talked about some of the showstoppers. And today, this week, we are going to be talking about this thing called Friends with Benefits. So we're going to talk about that. I know at G-Force, they are talking heck of trash about you. They said we haven't even gotten started yet, and you're already drinking. DC in the house.
Listen.
It is happy hour time. Like, here is, some other places.
What you mean, dude?
What you mean?
And it's Juneteenth.
It is Juneteenth. Yes.
Turn up Friday.
So I want you guys, for those of y'all who were not here last week, I'm going to have the guests to introduce themselves. I'm drinking coffee because I'm a coffee drinker. Saved and sanctified.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, so we'll have the lady to go ahead and introduce herself first, and then G, you introduce yourself.
Okay, hi. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Freaky Friday. My name is Amanda Coleman, and I am the owner of A Chance for Change, private mental health and substance abuse outpatient practice. And I'm just excited to let all this hair down today because we need it. So glad to be here.
And we're glad you're here. Welcome. All right, G, tell us who you are.
I am G, the Bizzle. I would like to let you guys know that today we're having communion, as always. Anything else is uncivilized. Our communion has incorporated with some great mango sustenance. Yes, sir. I'd like to say to my co-host Amanda, You're looking great. Wave check. Wave check.
Thank you.
Okay, we see you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh my
Today we're doing
goodness.
communion, and we've got watermelons on the menu.
Ah,
Oh, snaps.
the watermelon in the drink.
Oh,
I love
So
it. I love it.
listen, so welcome G, welcome Amanda.
Thank you.
We are going to jump into the questions. I want to hear from you all as well. So we're talking about friends with benefits. How old were you when you found out? And this is to the audience, but also I'll ask the guest panelists. How old were you when you heard that word? Like, how long ago did you find out about friends with benefits? Like, what the heck is that? So I want to see. Let me see that in the comments. So Amanda, what is that? And
what is friends with benefits?
What is that? Break it down.
Oh my!
Give us the scientific definition of friends with benefits.
Friends with benefits. I got this one down. Friends with benefits is somebody that you can kick it and chill with, and also engage in adult extracurricular activities without any strings attached, without any expectations, feelings, emotions. That's my definition of friends with benefits. And I think I've heard about it high school. I'm not even going to try. I was going to early high school, friends with benefits. If a guy said that, he just wanted friends with benefits, that meant that he just wants to smash, and that's about it.
So
I used to think, too, back, in my younger days. Now, in my older days, I think it's a beautiful thing. You don't have to call me tomorrow in the morning. I don't have to call you. For some people, it works out very well. That's my definition of, friends with benefits. No strings attached, no expectations, and no pressure.
Okay, so that is her scientific definition of friends with benefits. I see Abigail said she heard about when she was maybe about 18 or 19. They're laughing at the extracurricular activities. Becky said probably when she was in high school too.
Becky.
Yeah. And for the rest of y'all, I want to hear as well what your definition of friends with benefits is. Okay, G-Force, from the man's perspective, what are friends with benefits?
So the short version would be, a sticky with no hickey. You don't have to explain it. Everybody knows what it is. It's a friend that you have. Yeah, a friend that you have. You can't leave marks. That's against the rules. Page number 3.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all can hang out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like sticky with no. I like that.
So put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, that's the new 2020 definition. It's not even friends with benefits. It's sticky with no hickey. I like that.
We're gonna put that on a t-shirt. Hashtag.
Yeah, somebody that you can hang out with and do friendly things with. But if late night, one of the two of y'all got that need, and somebody you can call to participate in the horizontal hockey, as they say.
I love it.
Okay, so I'm looking at the comments. So I hear what you're saying. That this is, and it sounds like you both are on the same page. Becky wanted to clarify that she heard about it in high school, but she was not participating. Right. Francie said late middle school when she heard about it. Okay, so now that we have a working definition for this friends with benefits, where two consenting adults are, open to engaging in coitus without any strings attached. Now, who the heck created this? Like, what? Where the heck did that even come from? What?
I think men. I think it came from a man. Whoever developed it, I believe that it started from a male perspective. They like to have their cake and eat it too. So I feel like I definitely don't think that females, because we're emotional creatures. And so I also think that you better understand friends with sticky with no hickey,
With no hickey.
later in life as well, knowing the difference of not even becoming so emotionally attached.
Okay.
At least for me, when I got older is when I could really appreciate friends with benefit.
Okay. So Amanda is speaking for the female, and she said she is pretty daggone sure that this was a phenomenon that was created by men with their, I'm about to put words in your mouth, but she's pretty sure that this came from the men. What about you, G-Force? Where did this come from in your mind? Where do you think this came from?
First of all, on behalf of all men, I would like to reference the historical saying that children look like the milkman. That's not just a saying. Back in the day, while a husband was away, the wife was at home, and her friend, the milkman, come over for the. You understand? Dropping off more to the point, if you understand. So, I mean, I'm a firm believer that men and women want it just the same. That's how you have so many one night stands and hookups. Men ain't hooking up by themselves. Both parties want it. So I don't know who came up with it, but I do know it was convenient for both parties. So that's fine.
All right, let me check with the audience. All right. So Becky said, I don't think you can truly be just friends with benefits. Someone will definitely catch feelings. We're going to talk about that. Because we want to know who is it, that you think is going to be catching feelings. And she's saying men do catch feelings too. And the milkman.
And the milkman eventually wants to be, daddy. Yep, you're absolutely right. Nope, you just the milk. Wait, hold on. When you start switching with the expectations and communication, what did we talk about last week? We talked about communication. You know what I'm saying? You got to put that in, get it in writing. I'm not really sure, but make it very clear that this is what it is. And in 6 months, you can reevaluate, if we felt the same way. But communication, guys, is key.
Is key. Look, for you, those of you guys who are just joining in, we're talking about friends with benefits, what that is. Go ahead and like and share the video, like and share the page, and we want to see your comments.
I see you, Facebook.
Yes. Okay. If you're watching from a watch party, we want to see your comments. So when you are commenting, select the option that says comment in the live. So comment in the live, that's on the left-hand side, and that way we can see your comments.
Shabazz, Roger, go ahead and comment and like. I got a watch party going on,
Yes!
Watch party. Come on, guys.
Yes, and with the watch party, just make sure that they know to comment in the live section.
Okay, in the live section.
Yeah, so we can all see it. So awesome. Yeah. Okay. So we know what friends with benefits are. And we don't know exactly who created it, but the majority of the people say men did. Now,
the majority said, what was that? The majority said men?
The majority said men. According to the poll. Now, who benefits from this? Let's kind of talk about that. Who benefits from that? Amanda, you go first. G, you can go first the next one.
I definitely think both. Until someone catches feelings, then
we got some problems.
Then there's there can be some serious problems and consequences
and repercussions.
Yeah. Repercussions. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's later probably, but
yeah. So G, who benefits, man? Who benefits?
I mean, I think both parties benefit. This is a mutually agreeable situation that both parties have agreed to. I think it benefits both people.
Okay. Let me see what the people in the audience are saying. She would think, okay, so when it comes to the catching feelings, Becky is saying, listen, she thinks that some females, once they have sex, they feel like, hey, I'm putting it down. I'm about to change his mind. I know he said, and I think the first Freaky Friday we talked about that. You know, I'm going to put it down and I'm going to change his mind and he's going to want a relationship.
But that's not friends with benefits.
So
you're setting yourself up for a heartbreaking disaster.
Because like you say, according to the definition, according to the scientific definition.
There you go.
There's no strings attached.
Right. There's no strings attached. So once you get in your head that you think that things can change, you risk stepping into, a totally different,
a whole nother ball game.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, why would somebody, okay. So you hear about songs that Jasmine Sullivan, I bust the window out your car, because females are not all, but some don't like to share and very possessive. So what would be a benefit for a female to be like, yeah, I'm going to just hump somebody and they're not mine. I can't put stipulations. What are the pros? What are the benefits to that? Go ahead, Amanda.
Yeah, I can go. Okay. So the pros are, when you're busy, got a lot of stuff going on, you don't have to cook for them. You ain't got to rub their feet, stroke their ego, all those, you remember all those, marital things that my sister Alexis, AMRC LLC was talking about last Friday. Yeah. You ain't got to worry about none of that when it's friends with benefits. I ain't got to worry about it, whether you're hungry, whether you were fed, if you had a good day, do you want to talk? You ain't got to do none of that. It's wham bam, thank you, ma'am and sir, and keep it moving. Because sometimes you tired. You got a lot of stuff going on, and it is a scientific fact that it's a stress reliever. It releases endorphins, and so it's great exercise. And so I just feel like, there's some pros to that when it comes to just your lifestyle and what you have going on, because with my sister marital life, that's a lot of work. A lot of work when you're a mom and you got a husband and not everybody got time for all that. So that's where Freaky Friday, friends with benefits, it's very beneficial.
So I hear you. So Amanda's saying, listen, there's a lot of benefits to this because, ain't nobody got time.
Got time for that. Right. You got it. I love it. Okay, RDH, I see you on Friday.
Nobody got time. I got to birth. What the girl says, I got birth to do.
Right. You got it. I got bills to pay. The kids, man. Go on and shoot out. Sun's coming up. It's time to go.
Time to go. So for you, the benefit is, listen, there's not a lot of attachment or responsibilities or expectations. Yeah. Okay. Exactly. All right. And that can be alluring to some people. G, you ready, or you want me to read some comments?
Yeah, ready.
Yeah, go ahead, G.
Oh, you ready?
I was born ready, little baby.
Oh, you okay? Well, let me talk. I forgot who I was talking to.
I think, like she said, it's depending on the individual and where they are in their mind and in their relationship. Sometimes, women and men have busy work schedules, don't have enough time to socialize, and are not in a committed relationship with someone. And some might not even want to be in a committed relationship. They may enjoy the variety and spontaneity that being single offers.
He said that with excitement too. I'm sorry.
Variety. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me say, me personally, I'm single. I am interested in a relationship. Ladies, hit me up. My number is 919.
We talked about the benefits of friends with benefits. Go ahead. What's the pros?
So the benefits of it is that, let's be honest, sex is an instinctive response. Once you start it, the human body is not meant to stop. So you're going to get those physiological urges.
Mm-hmm.
Those urges care not about whether you're in a relationship or not. It's just a release that needs to take place.
Mm-hmm.
And like Amanda said, it's great exercise. It's one of the best all natural sleep techniques. If you get the right person, that gets right.
See,
Come on, somebody. Yes, Lord. So yeah, those are the benefits of it. Now, there's also dangers that come along with it.
Like wait. Before we get to the dangers, hold off on the dangers. Yeah. Let me read the comments from the audience. I hear what y'all are saying. Okay. So y'all are saying that, listen, there's some benefits to this, and it can benefit both people. Brandy's saying that both parties benefit if both have the same understanding of what friends with benefit entails. So that was good that we kind of got that definition from you guys. Hey, Richard. Hey, Q, joining us. Make sure you guys like and share.
Okay,
Becky Park is saying, because she can't make him want to stick with her, so she settles for the next best thing, hoping all the while she can change his mind. And then Richard was saying, Richard was saying that the way we were kind of discussing it, which I was saying as far as the pros go, where there's no commitment, you don't have to be nice, you don't have to be kind, that it kind of sounds like it's just benefits without the friends. So is that a friendship? Let's kind of talk a little bit about that. Like when we say friends, are we terming friends in this phenomena of friends with benefits? Are we terming it friends because it's not a stranger?
That's a good point. That's a really, really good point.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I think the difference is? I'm not in like the variety part.
Okay.
That's not my thing. I feel like friends with benefit is one person. Okay. And so because for me, it's one person that's consistent, friends with benefits, then I can use that term friend. Okay. Now, when you do multiple friends with benefits, really it could possibly be just multiple one-night stands, and that's a totally different, definition.
Okay.
So I think that the amount, the number and the amount plays a role in the definition, and that's why I use friends with benefits.
Okay.
Because it's consistent for me. Ain't nobody out here, with a bunch of variety friends with benefits. But if you got one friend, one consistent person with benefits, you can call them your friend because they're consistent.
They're consistent. That makes you
they can be depended on for the benefits. So you can be friends. You get a friend title.
So that kind of sounds like with what Brandy was saying, that, hey, you got to make sure that everybody's on the same page about what it actually means to be friends with benefits. So I'm reading some more comments. She might not know if she wants them like that yet, and it leaves it open with no commitment. So that kind of sounds like, again, that's the benefit. Let's see.
Should never start out with friends with benefits if you're not sure if you want him full time. So you got to separate, because there's some that just stay friends with benefits, and we know that's what it's going to be. Or if there's someone that you're interested in dating, then you save the cookie and make them. It's all about how what the expectations are and what you see as the future.
Yeah.
Some friends with benefits, y'all just gonna stay friend, a friend with benefit. You ain't going no further than that.
That's it. That's
communication.
It. Communication. Go ahead, G.
I think one thing I just want to point out really briefly about any type of relationship, if it's going to work, it has to involve two mature, emotionally stable people who are willing and able to have open, honest communication.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Without mature, honest communication, all these situations are going to end up a dub for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah. Shanti said sometimes people do the friends with benefits because they're kind of like on the fence. I want to know what you're working with before I get into a relationship. Becky's kind of pointing out, listen, if they've already told you they don't want to be anything more, believe them. Don't think you can kind of change them. And I think sometimes we see that, and it is clear, it is good to set those clear boundaries. Now, when the friend says, hey, and this is the question that Becky is posing, well, what happens when the friends stop sharing the benefits? We're going to get to that because I want to get to and this is kind of leading right into so we talked about the pros. Now let's talk about the cons. So let's start with that first con. What happens when the friend stops sharing the benefits? So what I'm assuming that means they say, I don't want you anymore.
Yeah. Like,
is that in the contract though? Like, is there a contract that says we got to have at least 12 sessions, or like, how does that work?
In Virginia, verbal is contract. It's legal. I'm just saying. Like, so if we had the verbal conversation, that is a binding contract. So if you deter from that binding contract, that's on you for the consequences. I don't ever think that it is a good idea if you don't know if it's a relationship you're seeking or if you're just trying to get to know someone. I wouldn't start with friends with benefits. You know what I mean? Because that's where expectations and things can get real blurry.
Mm-hmm.
Some are supposed to be booze or future husbands. Some are just supposed to be sticky with no hickey. I can't stop saying it now. Thank you. You categorize them, you put them, in their little boxes, and I feel like you should make that determination in the beginning. And if things change, again, communication, but you can't become upset, or that's where a lot of things go left when you have expectations that change, even though that's not what the other person signed up for.
Yeah. And I hear you loud and clear that, hey, you might want to think about, before you jump into this friends with benefits thing, you want to maybe think about because the next question is, how likely is it that a man will go from friends with benefits to a relationship? And you're a guy, G, so I want you to talk about the cons of friends with benefits and then answer that question. And then we'll go to the comments in the audience, because they said they stopped the benefits because they got saved. So.
Wait, I didn't think about the contract part.
Oh, go ahead. About the contract?
Yeah, you just get right over me about it ending.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there rules? Is there like a contract that says, okay, you can't quit before?
I don't know about Virginia, but here in the state of North Carolina, it's just like a job. It's terminated by either party. This is an at-will work state. Come on, somebody.
No, but he's telling facts, though. It's totally different. The rules and regulations are different per state.
Listen, it could be it's the third Thursday out the month, and I don't like the perfume you wear, and I got a headache, and I'm tired. For whatever reason.
For whatever.
Yeah.
So it's at will.
Yeah, and then sometimes things change and people change. Somebody may start feeling like a mature person who realizes that they're starting to catch feelings may need to pump the brakes and say, hey, let's chill out for a little bit, because they know the type of agreement that they entered into.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
I completely agree with that.
You agree with that?
Yes, beautifully. That was perfectly said.
Yeah. Now let me ask the guys in the audience.
Okay.
If a female, because Amanda made an interesting point, and Y'all know I do research. So research shows some interesting things when it comes to whether or not a man looks at a woman as dateable and marriage material based on her willingness to have sex, her willingness to give it up. If she is no longer chaste, if she's willing to have sex just as friends with benefits, is a man less or more likely to take it to that next level if it starts out with just sex? Is he willing to go into a dating relationship and or the marriage piece? So let me hear from the guys in the audience.
Yes, I'm
that. And Shanti is saying that perhaps, you know, one of the reasons why the guy or whoever has stopped wanting to participate in the contractual agreement is maybe the person is just not fun anymore. So that's, you know, another reason why maybe somebody has decided to kind of call it quits. And like G is saying, hey, if people are mature and conversations are had, that's going to make it a little bit more easier, even though you guys have also made some really good points that, yeah, even with maturity, people still have emotions, people still have feelings. And Amanda said earlier that sometimes females kind of get that emotional connection a little bit quicker. And we know that according to the way the body works, when you do have sex, all kinds of endorphins and chemicals are released that are created to help you bond. Like that's the whole purpose that some of these chemicals are released, to help you to bond with the person. So it makes sense that feelings
I like that research.
Yeah.
Can I say one thing that makes it very simple? Or maybe they found another friend with a bigger or
with a bigger benefit.
I'm just, that would breach the contract too. And so I'm just, and if you like me and you don't want to put a whole bunch on your roster, like you just, time's up. Someone else is more qualified and submitted their resume. And
oh my gosh. All right, let me see what they said. Shanti is saying, yes, they do. They are less likely to date, marry, and love once you start. I'm hearing that. Listen, once you start with the friends with benefits, there's some pros to it, but there are some people that are less likely. Abby saying less likely. Yes, we're not going to get into the soul ties and you trying to be friends. Exactly. G, did you want to answer that part about, is it less or more likely?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say and reiterate this. If you are coming into this thinking of friends with benefits as a landing pad, a transition period place into relationship, you already have messed up. You're already in the wrong place. You're thinking of this as the wrong thing. That is not what friends with benefits are. If you're thinking of someone as a potential mate, do not
you said
in this friends with benefits, because you already started out wrong, and
you ain't not about that life.
Already shown that you're not willing to have open, honest communication about what your true intentions are.
Gotcha.
So if you're looking at someone as a mate, then of course it's going to seem like this guy is now, or the girl is now, no longer interested in you as a mate, because that's not what they were there for at the beginning. You changed up. You flipped the script. So that's not that other person's fault. Mm-hmm. I think if a male or female has entered into a friends with benefits relationship with someone, it has already been determined that they are not looking at that person as a partner, as a future partner. So I don't think they're more apt or less apt. I think that if you're at the friends with benefits section, the wife-husband section is not your aisle. Stay on your aisle.
Stay on your aisle.
Stay in your lane. Thank you. Like, don't come over here expecting me to cook you dinner, and it's just a friend with benefit type of situation. You're supposed to grab McDonald's on the way, bro. Like, absolutely. Like, you're trying to, turn into a lane that's, some wifey type of stuff, and that's not what I signed up for. I signed up for see you with no hickey. So, don't be upset.
So
you're not gonna cook. You ain't gonna cook now. After no, I'm tired. I'm ready to go sleep.
Go to the other aisle. And so y'all are making some really good points that people need to hear. Like, yo, ladies, don't get it twisted. You're hearing it from a man. Like, don't get it twisted. If this is what you're going into, he ain't looking at you for that. Men, you're hearing it from the woman. Like, if a person is coming into the situation and we have discussed that this is friends with benefits, don't look at it as, like G4 said, a landing pad. Like, no, this is, so just kind of keep in mind. All right. Soul ties are crazy. Rico said, okay, who can judge someone on something they are doing themselves? I think it's about who and where that woman is to determine if that person is dateable. Okay. A person is dateable. Okay. So Rico's given his opinion as a male. A person is dateable based on their mind state, their spiritual state, and those intangible qualities. So it kind of sounds like there are some people that are looking at the woman. Now, Rico, let me post this to you. Let me put it to you this way. A female who is open, free with having sex, giving of her body to another person, having sex like that. What mind state?
Receiving of the man's body.
Receiving of the man's body.
I like that. Right?
Or vice versa. G-Force wanted to clarify that. So he said, listen, equal, right? So if a man is willing to give of himself, right, and doesn't feel the need for boundaries, no commitment, and just willing to give up himself to friends, or female is willing to give of herself, what state of mind does that? What quality? What are your thoughts about that? Because I want to hear. Becky said trying to merge into the wrong lane. Stay in your lane.
I mean, I'm waiting for these comments. I'm so interested.
I know. I can't wait. So, Rick, I want to hear that. Look, Abigail said, they poking fun up here. Abigail said, so Richard done caught some feelings somewhere before. And there's nothing wrong with catching feelings. It happens. And when we have sex, so this is the thing. When you have sex, understand it is a spiritual connection. So the soul tie. So if you have multiple friends with benefits,
y'all killing me with this soul tie.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's very important to know what it is and what it isn't. Is it? I mean, I believe that probably research does say that. Is it soul tying? Because if so, then I need to rethink this sticky with hickey type of stuff. Because I don't want my soul tying with everybody.
Many people, and then when you get with one person that you want to settle down, you can't
get rid of it.
We're gonna do a session on it maybe one time.
There we go.
Let me see something real quick. So I'm looking at the comments. Okay, all right. What? So yes, just to quickly and briefly answer your question, Amanda. Yes, there is science shows that we are spiritual beings. We are. They have done research. They had this one twins that one lived somewhere else, like in a whole nother place, and there was a connection. They were able to communicate.
Were these twins having sex? Were these twins having sex?
No, they were not having sex. Not in that research.
Okay.
Shut up. But yes, there it is. There are connections that are made. Yes. All right.
Make me rethink some things.
Yeah, you might, maybe.
Yeah, because you.
Can friendships? Okay. Can friendships, and then I'm gonna go because Rico responded. Can friendships be maintained after having sex? So we say, hey, we're friends, and let's just say they were friends first, right? And then they decided to have sex. Can the friendships be maintained? Like, what do y'all think?
Yes.
You go first, and then Amanda.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
G.
Yeah, you said can they what?
Yeah, can friendships be maintained once sex has happened?
I think it depends on the people.
Mm.
A lot of this depends on the people. Yeah, I have seen it happen before, where sex was had, and then they decided not to have sex, and we're still friends.
Okay.
It really does depend on the maturity level of the people. Now, as far as I don't know if I believe in soul ties, but I do know there are men who are built a certain way, and men and women need to know this. Men who are built a certain way. There are certain positions. If you put a woman's knees to her chest and hit that back wall, it is clinically proven that she loses all ability to remain rational. And don't let you hit that back wall right as she come. She will no longer be able to rationally think about
I hear wedding
anything
bells.
you are
I hear
saying
wedding
from
bells.
that point on. Just a
So science
public
says.
announcement. Listen, guys and gals, be careful. Don't let
Be
them
careful.
listen. If you're not okay with going crazy, don't let that man put your knees to your chest, boy. Hit the ground. I tell you
I
what.
love him. I love you. I love
Amanda, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
You know what? I have nothing. He said that.
He said that?
Well, because absolutely, because that is fact.
Okay,
now that is the one downfall of friends with benefits. Because if you got that one friend that's got that benefit, and ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can kind of fall in love with that. I'm not gonna lie, so you got to kind of check yourself, because you know what you signed up for. You don't want nobody else to have that benefit either. So I ain't gonna, that's gotta ask yourself, gotta analyze your friends with benefits.
All right, let me read the comments. Shanti said, listen, you are becoming one with the person through sexual intercourse, no matter if it's friends with benefits or marriage or a fling. She's agreeing with the soul tie thing. Richard said, okay, that's why that really honest, open conversation that G-Force was talking about is so important. Richard talking about that's why he's still a virgin with a whole baby.
I know that.
I'm a virgin too. Erica said, yes, it's possible. However, it's very unlikely, at least not the same type of friendship. So Abby's saying, I don't think it's possible to maintain a friendship with the person, because you have to become intimate with them. So probably on another level, you know them. But she's saying she don't think you may be able to still be friends, but maybe, on a different level. And Becky said, clinically proven, G-Force, it's been clinically proven that if you hit that certain position that
if it hasn't been, somebody needs to do. I'm gonna do some research and find it next Friday. Okay.
Listen.
Not only that, my statements have been proved by the Surgeon General.
Look, when I was in school, I did take one of the classes that I took, psychology, the sociology of sexuality, and they do a lot of we being funny, but yes, they do research about stuff like that. So I'm gonna pull up the research and see if G is right. So I'll let y'all know if.
I took that class, and I still remember that because that was
I've done my own research
and
empirical studies done by G-Force.
Fact like that, it's facts, man. Because good dick will, it'll change your life, and it'll have you reevaluate. Why did I sign up for friends with benefits when this should have been maybe my husband? Like, I did. That's why I feel like you got to, analyze everything from the beginning. I need to know what you're working with from the beginning, so I know what category to put you at. Like, oh, okay, yeah, possibly. Oh, yeah, I may want to marry that later. So let's go ahead and not even do friends. You know what I'm saying? Because
friends with benefits. And Becky said 4 out of 5 doctors say.
Becky is what they say, Becky? What they say? 4 out of 5 say what?
Say if you use this specific position, you are 10 times more likely to begin to delve into and develop a soul tie, and don't do it.
Now that I can understand. Every interaction, soul tying, hell no. Like
listen, if it
but
ain't
that
good,
right one, that 12-inch one, like you get I can understand. I can see that. 4 out of 5. I can see that, Becky.
so
Thank
for
you.
you, if it's delicious and if there's a pleasurable experience connected with the memory, then soul
A little
tie.
bit, not pleasure, like when you walking funny in the morning, or you know what I'm saying, like that type of. Yeah, I can see that soul tie. Like, I can't run. It's gonna take a minute to shake that shit
Come
off.
on, man. Come through, Amanda. You talking nice to me, baby. Come through. You talk good now. You talking nice.
Look. Sheldon said, "Hey, Sheldon." And look, for those of y'all who are just joining in, I want you to like the page, share the page, share the post. Sheldon said, "Where were you guys when I was in high school?" Sheldon and Brandy said, "I know, right?" Sheldon,
I was in the books, but it took a while to understand my boundaries and role of friends with benefit. I'm not saying that when I first learned about it in high school that I didn't get attached, because it definitely falls heavily on the maturity. Now that I'm a grown ass woman that's got, business and a lot of stuff going on, I can appreciate friends with benefits. Back when I was, boohoo and why he ain't calling me in the morning. I know he said friends with benefits, but I thought that, it was, sunshine. So it was good. It took a while.
You didn't read the contract.
Right. And I didn't read the contract. That's about right. All
right. And we've talked about some of the emotional ramifications of having friends with benefits. We talked about, are there some rules of engagements? Let me ask this question. Is it cheating if they have sex with somebody else? So this is, Amanda said, listen, clearly it's not. Is it cheating? Is it cheating? And Rebecca said, you need to read the fine print. But is it cheating?
There's no fine print with friends with benefits. It's friends with benefits.
There's no contract. If there's a contract, isn't there normally
that's a relationship? That's a relationship. You should be on that with. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, G.
Okay, and then you, Amanda. Go ahead, G.
First of all, the fine print is on page 4, 5, and 6 of section A, B, and C, clause D and F. I like to say happy Juneteenth to everybody. Check my shirt out.
COVID friends with benefits.
No, I think it depends. It depends on the people and the agreement. I know some friends with benefit situations where both parties agree to be exclusive. And, if you're dealing with a mature person, then they're okay with that. And, if they feel like a renegotiation needs to be had, then they'll come back and do that. But, I think it depends on what both parties agree on up front.
Wow. Okay. So let me get some clarification, because this is what I'm hearing you say. Again, communication is important. But when it comes to friends with benefits, there are different types of friends with benefits. There are some where, hey, we just agree this is what we're going to do. You don't tell me what to do. I don't tell you what to do. But then there's some others where you say, hey, we got a little bit stricter parameters. It's just going to be me and you. We're not in a relationship, but we just having sex. Is that kind of what I'm hearing you say?
Claria.
Yeah. There's plenty of dynamics to it. Just like there's dynamics in relationships.
Is it cheating then if y'all have agreed that, hey, it's just going to be us having sex? Cheating? Is that considered cheating?
I think so. It's immature behavior for sure.
Okay.
And you fit. Yeah, I think it is.
Okay.
If you've agreed that y'all are going to be exclusive and then you go and stroke down somebody else, I think it's cheating.
Okay. Let me hear from y'all, audience. Amanda.
It's friends with benefits for a reason.
Okay.
When y'all start putting extra stipulations and that's too much. Like, you make me think too much now. Like, that's a relation. Like, Cheating is when you are
But
in
I
a
think it
monogamous
goes to what y'all agreed
relationship,
to at the
and that's
beginning.
not friends with
If
benefits.
So Amanda
well, I
said,
think if
listen.
that's not what you want at the beginning, that's something that you talk about.
Okay.
So then y'all going into a
Yeah, I
relationship.
just feel like if
So is it a relationship then?
I mean it's everything is relationship. It just depends on what type of relationship it is. But for me, the way I think about it is if it's something that you agree to and commit to that person at the beginning, then if you go outside of that, it's cheating.
What?
Just
Cheating
like
is
you
when you're
commit in a
in a
relationship and you say,
you're a big old teddy bear, ain't you? I can tell, like, you may put it down. I can tell you probably put it down, but you're a big old teddy bear with a heart. I can tell because only a teddy bear with a heart is good. Because cheating is when we in a monogamous relationship. It's me and you. It ain't friends with benefits no more. Good, and feel some type of way or something in the past or something. Cheating. I don't know. I don't agree with that one.
What do y'all think? Let me hear from the audience. So let me read some of the comments. All right.
I am a man with a particular set of skills.
Let me read. Hold on, y'all. Let me read some of the comments. Okay, Abigail said, if we agree to be exclusive friends with benefits, then we might need to bring this to an end. Becky said, shoot, that's a cheap boyfriend.
Thank you. I'm just saying, selfish. And
Sheldon says it's all about communication. So it sounds like so this is a great conversation because some people think about it in one way, other people don't. But like Sheldon is saying, hey, we need to have open communication about this because some women would think of it like, okay, friends with benefits, just that. Like, you don't tell me what to do. I don't tell you what to do. When we call each other, if we're available, boom. But then there may be some other people who are feeling like, listen, when I say friends with benefits, this is what I mean. And if y'all don't have the conversation, people that make the mistake of assuming that everybody thinks of it the same way. And you might, end up getting your feelings hurt because you're on the wrong aisle. You were looking for something or assuming something. And then that's how it kind of gets ugly. And we talked about how it can go left real quick. I mean, that's the...
Can I add this is only one thing that I want to add where I can understand this, because this is very, very important. And I think that we need to say this. So in making that decision with friends with benefits, and it's only going to be you and I, it's very important to communicate also how many partners or how many friends with benefits that you're having, because you want to be safe, of course. And everybody, deserves the respect of knowing, okay, if we're friends with benefits, is it just me and you, or is you out here doing so that I can protect myself? Now that absolutely is very important. And so I can definitely understand having that communication or knowing, is this just me and you friends with benefits, or are you actively engaging in other stuff? So that way that everybody, you can be safe. Cheating, I think that's a little bit of a stretch with that definition, but as far as practicing, safe sex and being open with your partner, so that, because it's important to know the statistics is like what, every time you sleep with someone, you're supposed to multiply that by like a lot. So that is important. That communication and letting somebody know, hey, it's just me and you, or hey, no, I got like about, Tom 3, about 4, yeah, absolutely. That's very important, because then that person should be able to make that executive decision. Well, you got a lot of friends with benefits, so, maybe I'm gonna go ahead and mess with, Sally, that's only, rocking with like 2 over here. So I definitely think that is important, because safe sex is the best sex, practice with latex. That's all, I'm gonna say.
Do you look like you wanted to add something in there?
Big old teddy bear.
Yeah. No. Stop playing with me.
I'm just saying. Already.
Do all that after the show.
I'll be in North Carolina in 2 weeks. We coming down to North Carolina. Don't worry about it.
agree with what she's saying. Everybody definitely needs to be safe. That's part of maturity, right?
Yes.
But I think the whole key here is, and I said it from the beginning, open, honest, healthy
Yes.
communication up front eliminates all ambiguity, and it eliminates the problem or possibility of somebody making an assumption. But I was going to say about the cheating thing, the reason why I feel like it's cheating is because an agreement was broken. Just like if you look at the converse of it, sometimes there are married couples out here who have sex with other people outside of the marriage and is not cheating
Right.
because
It's
that's
open
the agreement that they
agreement.
have.
Okay. Okay.
Right, right. So for me, it's all about what you committed to. No matter the type of relationship, no matter what
Okay.
the particulars are, if you commit to do it and then don't, I feel like that's cheating.
Okay. Let me take a few of the comments. Rich said
I need
when
to get
someone,
contracts.
yes,
I need to develop
Rich
contracts.
Rich says when someone says one thing, and he kind of agrees with you, G. When they say one thing and they do another, they're lying and breaking the agreement. She should have said she's going to be still wilding out, and he could have agreed or not. Abby says friends with the whole community. Nah, bruh, you can have that. Rich said don't get you by the word cheating. And Cameron, hey, Cameron is agreeing. He said, hey, right on, brother. Like, listen, we talk about it. We agree.
Well, brothers,
if it's broken, then it is cheating. So in our last
really?
4
I'm
minutes,
surprised to hear that from the brothers. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I'm
yeah,
abashed a little bit. I'm real
yeah.
surprised to hear y'all saying that. I'm just, as a female, I'm real surprised that y'all talk. You know, if you break the agreement, I'm real surprised because I'm a research. Don't worry about it. Next Friday. I'm gonna have all my statistics together because y'all don't be committed. I mean,
let me say this. This was a great conversation tonight, and it's needed. We need conversations like this because, as you see, there's a wide spectrum of opinions about this whole thing. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. We talked about friends with benefits, and from the health perspective, you need to make sure that emotionally you are in a healthy space to even engage in sex. If you're trying to look for a boyfriend or you're trying to look for a wife, don't do it. if you're looking for that,
I will hurt your feelings. Don't do it.
Go down the right aisle. All right. So thank y'all again for joining tonight. We'll see you next. G4 talking about stay in the right lane. We will see you guys again next Friday. So we've decided it is Freaky Friday. Yeah, the name is kind of sticking. So we're gonna see you next Freaky Friday at 7:00. Thank y'all for joining. Tune in Saturday. Tomorrow we're talking to our teens at 3:00 about how to avoid and deal with the pressure of having sex. Tuesday we got Tough Talk Tuesday. That's at 7:00. My name is Rachel Hunter with RDH Counseling and Consulting. If you need some business consulting, if you're looking to get some therapy, message me. Free 15-minute phone consultation. We had a great night. My coffee is gone.
I've been looking forward. I need this. Like,
yes.
We ain't got no friends with benefits, but this Freaky Friday sure does help.
Yes.
At least until North Carolina. I see you. I see you.
All right. I will see you guys. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, G.
Nope.
And thank you, RDH family.
Thank
you, RDH family, for joining in tonight for another Friday. Let me play the outro song because this is how I'm feeling right now. I want y'all to hear this. Look, hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up.
Can we twerk to it, or is it Christian? Like which one? Because I just need to
you can.
All right.
This is Friday.
All right, come on now. And it's Juneteenth too.
Yeah. So we're gonna go out with this. Can y'all hear this?
You do not
Ah,
this
Hey,
music.
hey.
I can hear all right now, RDH. I hear you now. I hear you. And stay tuned until next Friday.
All right.
Do
We'll
not
see you
write
next Friday.
music.
Bye, guys.
Bye.